Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio! Incendio! Leviosa!
Good one!
Accio! Incendio!
Nicely done!
Accio! Incendio! Leviosa! Accio! Incendio!
Excellent form! Impressive wand work.
Thanks, Lucan.
Oh, stop. Don't make me... Seriously, even though you won the...
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice. You seem to have the right stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life today.
Expelliarmus! Accio! Incendio! Leviosa! Expelliarmus!
Still at it, I see.
cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later, even with soil, sunlight, and a bit...
Let's see, how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggen. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to... You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses... The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Here, dear, and...
Yes, Professor.
Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good.
but you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian. Here we are. Home of the...
Protego!
Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
I'm sorry.
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, Rit. Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plant... not saying you can't go it alone, but...
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if...
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above. Dogweed and Deathcap has more of them, if you're... You get the idea. Anyway. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered.
Magical plants have so much to offer.
I'm glad. Herbology is...
Mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my and hearing.
What are you up to now?
And the boys don't make it any easier.
Leviosa!
Maybe Aura's or someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent. Which he is.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice Professor Weasley.
Yes, sir.
Good. But some, others, however, may be harder to obtain. And will come and see me when you've finished brewing.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary... I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions.
Pleasure to meet you.
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Your potion should not be that. Potion stations organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Oh! Dragon Duck! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're unused.
I'm glad I was able to meet your
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Ugh, my robes are going to reach down the inspiration. Now.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Levioso. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogwarts.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock?
I'm all right at the moment. They want something that Professor...
When were you at?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. A Portkey brought us there after the dragon.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient...
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogs?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic. I know that's a lot.
It is. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit. Both of you have inspired me to take...
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left. I am not going to sit by and watch them.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair, and the fact that they're...
All the more reason they must be. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire...
That may be true, but shouldn't officers...
I spoke with her. She was polite, but I overheard some of Rook. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit. Try to get the air.
All right.
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
You for some assistance.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
You're like
Well done. Incendio.
You will not survive this fight!
Levioso. Incendio.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
We can hold them up!
Stupid. I'm not going anywhere.
You'll take this! Fight Child!
Tell Rookwood to find me himself. Stop!
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills.
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you. Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting... Best get moving on my...
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago. These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terrible.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin.
Well then, I'll let you in on a... No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting...
Mallowsweet?
I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so... You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the...
Precisely. Would you care to do the... I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Accio! Leviosa! Incendio!
Beard!
The flames make the pyres sink.
What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have...
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each... You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe my guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade, should you need... I really must be off. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Greetings, young Slytherin.
Scrope? Who is Scrope? Levioso! Levioso! Pumpkins. Ah, I think I know just the place.
Revelio.
Down to the water's edge. This had better not be a trick.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you...
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the head...
Happy to help, especially if you can shed light on the book.
Scrope is great. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private... She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her. Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give... Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes.
It seems this may help us both.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would take this toast to the grotto just down the coast. Good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your... and the ring.
Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes.
Could it be? A visitor? Oh! Ah! Ooh! Ah! The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not.
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And, you see, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you.
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in. If you don't mind the sight of a, well, my...
Potato! A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now. Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollina's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the...
That boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black family?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
Sad news indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress them. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to House Elves.
Off on another adventure, are we?
the dragon fight was the best thing, I think.
Levioso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso.
I'll check your pockets after you're dead. Oh, too harsh.
Tego.
If it isn't Nora Treadwell's precious little guardian.
Stupefy. Levioso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Tego.
When I set about my arrangements,
Accio.
I heard something.
Levioso.
It seems we may have an intruder in our midst. Oh, the anticipation! Marvelous strike!
Expelliarmus. Levioso.
Am I supposed to?
Incendio.
No!
Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso.
This isn't a bet!
Here I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It took the cunning of a Slytherin to track down these pages.
Well said. Now, where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school.
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks. A stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
Nothing to do now but keep going.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus.